Welcome back to my channel for another video. Okay, so we're back with another futures trading video. This time it's the FTSE 100 in the pre-market. Okay, so this is something that I used to do probably about a year ago. I used to do it a lot. I used to trade in pre-market a lot, both the FTSE 100 and the Dow Jones. But I stopped doing it because the setups weren't what I look for. Okay, but we're back with pre-market trading on the FTSE 100 and the Dow Jones. And I'm excited to be back in the pre-market, because actually when I done this video yesterday, when I recorded this trade, I ended up not trading the open because the setup wasn't correct. So again, it's another good way to get a trade in, because you don't know if you're going to trade the open. Because for me and my students in the Sambora trading community, if the setup is incorrect, we simply don't trade. Why would we? Historically, when you force a trade, which way it's going to go, and that is in the red. So this trade was actually, I think it was maybe 20 minutes before market open on the European Open. The setup was correct. And what you find is in the pre-market, and it's gone back to doing this, there's either going to be a rally or sell-off in the pre-market, and basically kind of half an hour, 15 minutes before market open, it will reverse. So if there's a rally, it'll pull back just before the open. And that's exactly what happened here. It done exactly that. And what you also find is once it's either pulled back or it's recovered, what you find is it'll consolidate for maybe 5-10 minutes just before the open, and then it's off again. So it's a nice way to get a trade in, bearing in mind that you don't always trade the opens if the setup is not correct. And also, again, as I mentioned in the last video, a lot of you guys cannot trade the opens because of work commitments and other commitments. So if you can get a nice little pre-market trade in, you don't need to trade the open. And as a matter of fact, why do you need to trade the open if you've already got a nice pre-market position in? You don't. It doesn't make any sense, does it? So I'm back looking at these setups. So the FTSE 100 pre-market on the European Open, the Dow Jones pre-market before the US Open. And again, I'm looking for a huge amount of space being created, i.e. a rally or a sell-off. And then I'm looking maybe half an hour before the open, I'm looking to take a position. And you can't hold it for too long, because you know what's going to happen. It's going to consolidate just before the open, because historically that's what happens. Okay, that is what happens just before the open. Quite a lot of the time you'll see a relatively long consolidation period just before the open. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's video. Before we crack on, make sure that you smash that like button, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's sambora.00. If you want to join the Sambora trading community, you can DM me or email me at my email address, eduardosambora@yahoo.com. Back with another futures trading video, FTSE 100 pre-market on the European Open. Okay, so here we are, pre-market, FTSE 100 on the European Open. So the market's going to open in about 15-20 minutes. So I've been watching this selling off all morning. Now it's hit a major support level, so gone long. Okay, so you know, I used to do this. I used to do a lot of pre-market trading, but the market changed. It didn't kind of quite provide the right setup, right opportunity. But I'm back, I'm doing it again. And you can see why. You can see that it continues to be a bear market, continues to sell off. And historically what we see is it's selling off in the pre-market. So the Dow Jones or the FTSE 100. And then the last half hour before the market opens, it seems to recover. Okay, so history tells me that. It stopped doing it there for a while, and now it's started again. Okay, so this is a nice way to get a trade in pre-market before we scalp the open. So this is an intraday trade. Okay. Now the good thing about intraday trading is it's not as volatile and not as quick as scalping the open, because you don't have that influx. So as soon as the European market opens, the FTSE 100 will become extremely volatile. There'll be major rejections, minor rejections. You know, you don't have this in the pre-market. So again, the market is ripe now for intraday trading. And I've seen this, I mean, look at this opportunity in the pre-market. Look at the sell-off, continue to sell off for several hours. Now, this will eventually recover to a point where it hits a major resistance level, and then it will trace and it will pull back. So
again, I'm not going to sit here and look for a couple of K in this one. I'm not, especially because it's the last kind of half hour of market open. Okay, so it will kind of slow down, and it usually consolidates just before the open. Hence why I'm not going to hold this for too long. But you can see there, it's a beautiful recovery, and you can see the last two candles, the red candle and the green candle. So that's where it hit that major support level, and it was rejected. You can see that it was rejected on them two big fat candles, and then it started to recover. Okay, so nice profit here. I'm not going to hold this too much longer, because what you will see now is it has recovered. It has recovered quite a lot. But what you'll see now is you'll see it start to get rejected at the resistance level, and it'll start to retrace. So I'm going to take this pretty soon. I'm just looking at these. See that rejection again? That was a big rejection. So I'm looking at these rejections, and that's going to tell me when I'm going to get out. It's trying to push up, and it is pushing up again. But it will get to a point where it just rejects. It's rejected that again. It's rejected that resistance level. But I am going to take this pretty soon. I'm just waiting to see if it pushes up a little bit more. But no, it's getting rejected again. So I'm just going to take that. Nice trade. Let's just see. Wait just another second. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
So there you have it, guys. A nice profit pre-market on the FTSE 100 on the European Open. These setups now are going back to the way they used to. The market does change from time to time, and you do have to slightly tweak your strategy. Now, when I say tweak your strategy, I'm still using the same strategy, i.e. I still trade just the two parents, but you do have to tweak it slightly. If you don't tweak it, you're going to get left behind. It's as simple as that. So overall, my overall strategy hasn't changed, but you do need to tweak it because the market just does change slightly. And for example, it's gone back to the way it was 6 months ago recently, or even a year ago. So swings and roundabouts, you know, but you do have to evolve. If you don't evolve with the times, you're going to get left behind. It's as simple as that. So it's a good time for intraday swings. You know, I've said that on my community recently, my trading community. It's a very good time to be trading in the pre-market also, but also during the session as well. There's some really good opportunities for intraday trading. Okay, again, swing trading for me at the moment is still a little bit dangerous because the market is quite susceptible to volatility, so I certainly wouldn't be holding overnight at the moment. So none of you guys, till the next time, let's get another futures trading video out. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back again, maybe with the FTSE 100, maybe with the Dow Jones. We'll see. So have a good weekend. See you again next week.